Right golfers, I'm going to use these two golf balls to show you why your trail knee, so your right knee, is wrecking your backswing and making striking your golf shots better really hard. Very common problem, measured with gear system with the team at JD Golf Academy. Like, we see this a lot. Let's show you why these two balls could save the way you make your backswing and in turn the fun you have on the golf course. So building a reliable and solid backswing requires you to actually start working from the ground up. What we see when we measure a lot of golfers, we tend to see that this trail knee likes to rotate. So think of a laser shooting out from my lead or my trail knee here. So if you imagine this was straight, let's say it's already rotated a few degrees at the start. As poor players, so everyday golfers, get to the back who struggle with swaying, their trail knee literally rotates kind of way behind them. Where what we're seeing from world-class players is they're able to grip with this foot up through this leg, grip with this knee some, to try and create more of a coiled up backswing that allows them then to spring back the other way for those better strikes. Now, we all remember the old days of coaching where it'd be like try and keep your right knee still and kind of keep the flex in it and people would hold on to it. I'm not saying that. What we actually see from good golfers is their trail knee does straighten often and it does rotate. It's just way less. Basically, they're way better at gripping through their trail foot than amateurs are, who let that kind of foot just roll over on the way back and in turn their ankle roll over. So we're going to take the ball we're going to hit, grab yourself an iron. I've just got a 6 iron here, and I've got a second ball which I'm going to use as a trail knee monitor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this ball around 2 club head lengths outside of the ball I'm hitting. So it's going to be on this line, and then I'm going to put it 2 size 9 feet there. So it's outside of the ball, 2 club lengths, and it's 2 size 9 back from the ball I'm hitting. And I'm going to use this outside ball as a trail knee rotational monitor. So let me do the amateur swing. Let me do the one we see measured a lot from everyday golfers. This knee is just going to go. This ankle is going to start going this way, almost the foot rolls out, and we get this sway. And what I can see now is my knee, if I follow a line down through the middle of my thigh to my knee is pointing back here somewhere. So another size 9 back. This amount of rotation in my knee with an iron just allows for such loose backswings where I sway. This is often where people then just start turning on the downswing. They haven't had a chance to really shift across, then they go, and we get these kind of across bunch up impacts. It affects the order of a successful downswing, and I want you all having a successful downswing. The main point of the backswing is to facilitate a successful downswing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a few swings. I'm just going to get the club out of the way to start, where this knee points at that ball as I go back. So I'm basically pointing my trail knee at this ball. I don't mind if it's straightened slightly. I don't mind if this foot comes up slightly, so you can still get plenty of hip turn. You can still get some good amount of hip tilt in there. You're not restricting this, because there's another one we see often, this foot turned in and people just kind of get stuck and sway across. We don't want that. We actually want some rotation in that knee. It's facilitating the backswing, the hip turn, the tilt, then in turn the shoulder turn and tilt, then in turn the club path. What we don't want is that excessive rolling out, which we see golfers just never recover from. So what I want to see, a few practice swings where you feel like you go to the top of your backswing and get that knee pointing at that ball. Now, for lots of you, you might find you don't go very far. You kind of get stuck. Maybe flexibility is an issue. Don't be afraid to lift this lead foot if that's the point. That you can still keep this resisted. Letting this come up might just give you a few more degrees of turn to make a fuller, more consistent backswing. Because making a decent turn on your backswing with some lower leg resistance is going to allow you to get a bit of arm depth, which is good for getting that club on a better path. We don't want no movement in this right knee, which was the old way. Gets you kind of stuck club out in here. That's awful for coming over the top. We want this knee moving. I want you freeing this up. It's just lots of golfers are using it too much. By having this ball here when you practice, trying to make the fullest swing you can make with this knee pointing at that ball, what it will do is when you get to the top in a practice swing, you should feel a bit shaky, you know, like you are really coiled up. If you're doing your backswing, you can go up to the top and just hold it for days, like you're not coiling up. You're getting generally in one of those looser, more comfortable positions where the knee, look at it, it's just pointing way back here. So let's get some trail knee rotation, but let's limit it as you make your backswing. Try and feel that it's pointing at that ball. What you're going to find is the strike changes. If the strike changes, you're going to hit more greens. If you hit more greens, you're going to lower your scores. If you lower your scores, you're going to have a lot more fun on the golf course. Give this a practice. You're welcome. If you want to find out how to hit better drives, check this video out. It's got all the information you need for more distance off the tee.